So the term today that I used was culture shock. I want to make sure that I define that word for you, okay? A culture shock is a normal process. It's a normal, okay? This means it happens all the time. It's a normal process that occurs when people move to a new culture and then they experience feelings of confusion, uncertainty, or anxiety. It can happen when people travel abroad, study abroad, move to a new city, or go on vacation. But I have to add to that because it also happens when you're introduced to different spiritual systems. There could be a culture shock even there. I even feel like that in this last 16 years, it was like this push to take global consciousness to that next stage. It was like something that we were seeing form and set itself up. Teachers were coming in, teaching about different things, building to a certain point others. Now it almost seems like that thing is just like, because as we were building higher and higher and higher, the foundation, remember the original thing about all this is sovereignty. So this means that you're working on your own foundation. And so this means that if you treat advanced consciousness like you treat religion, this is going to be a problem. So some people rolled right into this, what they was calling New Age movement, but they roll right in with the same way that they treat the religions and the church and the Islam and all that. Vainly reciting, calling on it when something happens wrong, feeling bad all the time, pretty much, because the body is prone to even thinking and feeling ways in which it's talked about that it shouldn't. So in the end, all of this, it added up. And now the world finds itself, and even the conscious community self finds itself in a weird space because there are many who sojourn, and when they went out, they look back, such as myself, and we realized that we had went out so far that we could no longer see the island anymore. So that meant that we had to keep going with the awareness that we knew that there was something else. There was a unity. And we found it. But many went out in the ocean, and then when the place that they came from started to become too small, where they couldn't see it anymore, meaning they were letting go of those old beliefs, and they were about to build a new foundation. But to do that, you must, you need to lay the threshing floor. You need to clear all this out. You need to level all of this. But they got too scared out there in the dark water with no light. No belief in oneself. No putting in the real practice, the real meditation, the real introspection to really see self, work with self, nourish self, love self. So you can build a new foundation. So because they treated it basically like a religion, they had to head back because the waters for them look troubled. When they see the future, all they can see is the end because it's the end of them. There is no end. So what I'm saying is that they started feeling inside, because you can't just say what you think you are. You have to be it. And that's what I'm saying about this is why you'll see mass exoduses even back to the religion, because you, or the religions, the cages, because you had people that were playing anyway. They were vainly reciting. They were doing the same thing, thinking that they were going to somehow fool everybody. And now they back in, oh, praise. I realize after watching the BC and the WH interview that I want to give my life back to Christ. What? And then you go check the comment and it's a bot. I'm like, oh, okay, I see the kind of game we're playing now. Y'all just gonna try to cheat for souls.